beautiful Raleigh 308 and KITT from Knight Rider. A DeLorean from Back to the Future. And at the end of our lineup, 2 cars from the Fast and the Furious, which is actually perfect because we're making our way towards Special Effects Stage 55, where the art department has been up all night setting up a demonstration just for us. They're going to show us they made Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Ja Rule, yeah.
In the center of our arena, we have Karma and Carnage, the stars in today's demonstration. And we have Lou, our director, here to help us out. Lou, we're at our mark. We're ready if you're ready.
Clear on the set. Let's see the bullet hit. And go. Smoke. Go. Fire. Go. Okay, we're clear for a full run through. All systems checked. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action.
Give it up for Carnage. You guys did a great job. Now take a bow for the people. They're appearing next season on Dancing with the Cars. Watch them as they show us their moves. Examples of motion-controlled robotics that repeat those actions over and 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 dinosaurs.
To Jurassic Park.
Yes, in this area, set pieces, props, and picture cars from the Jurassic Park films. On the left side, we have the mobile lab unit from Lost World Jurassic Park, the second film in the series. Now, folks, I was out here earlier today. I caught some Dilophosaurus, the spinning dinosaurs. We got them into this big red cage right here. There's the cage. Where are the dinosaurs? Oh no, guys, they broke out! It's a spinning dinosaur. It spits a highly toxic neurotoxin on your face. Yeah. Toxin's a big word for the little kids on the tour. It is, right, kids? So we'll just say that it's poison and we all could die from that spit. See, it's weird because the song was supposed to get happy. Then it got dark. Really dark. Wow. Weak. You never know what's coming, unless you're Al Roker.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island Raw. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the rock.
Well, we've made our way to Old Mexico. Our forecast is a flash flood. Folks, there are no clouds in the sky. Welcome to Old Mexico. We use this area for Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz, Paul Giamatti, and Amanda Bynes. Just a little rain, guys. Definitely a scattered shower. As long as there's no thunder or lightning, we're totally safe. TV shows like Community filmed out here, and feature films like Pop. Three Amigos filmed out here in the 1980s with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase. They use the bridge, the mercado, the provision shop, the bank, and they even use the well. Well, you look at that, Al was right. We're having a flash flood. Do not worry, folks. We're totally safe up here. And we totally recycle all that water. We do. We pump it up the hillside into the theme park drinking fountains. Yeah. What? It's imported. It's like Fiji water, but it's from old Mexico. It's closer. It's closer. Here's a look at it. The Big Fat Liar.
You can't outrun a wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that. Hang on, funny post!
Our next area is just across the border into the heart of Texas. Welcome to 6 Points, Texas.
For the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, fellas.
Oh, you can count on it, though. Again.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
And as we walk it out, you may notice some of the doors here are small and some of the doors are tall. It's actually not a mistake. It was done intentionally. Some of our cowboys were not as tall as you thought, so you put them in front of a small door and they seem big and brawny. And some of our cowgirls were a little brawny, so we put them in front of big doors. It seems fine, right in the door. Here's the larger-than-life, but smaller than you thought, Western Stars. Western sets, will turn our attention now towards some of our special effects, starting with the tank on the left. That tall tan cylinder is actually the underwater tank, and here's how we use it to make filmmaking even safer. Hundreds of gallons of water get pumped into the tank, and we film any sequence that's supposed to be out in the ocean, or in a sewer system, or anything with a lot of water. The electrical equipment outside, nice and dry, completely separated from the water. That way, we of course get crystal clear shots of these giant window doorways.
I found the snake!
That's Tom Hanks in the feature film Dragnet. That's Dan Aykroyd in the feature film Dragnet. No one knows who that is in the feature film Dragnet. Now Tom went on to a film with tons of special effects called Apollo 13. Here he is on the surface of the moon. All of this, another special effect created here in our sound stages at Universal. By far our oldest special effect, still our most commonly used. Miniature sets. Since the first days of filming, we've been making teeny tiny sets to represent much larger areas. For 2005's King Kong, we made 800. Directly ahead of us, we have the SS Venture in Skull Island. We have I'm just going to show you. We have a teeny tiny problem ahead of us. All the water from old Mexico made it here. It's blocking our path. Now, I know we can't back the tram up. We can't go left or right. Who's a good swimmer? Anyone? Right there. Can you push a 100-ton tram? No? Okay. You thought about it though for a second, which was charming. You were like, I've done 90 tons. All right, we'll do it my way then. Car 4, are you with me? It's like 2 of you in car 4. That was the silent movie back there. Car 3, are you with me? Everyone look at car number 3 and see how much fun they're having. I want to warn you guys, I play favorites on this tour. Like I do with my kids, I have 2 kids. One who's awesome, and one who's just okay. Don't worry, I don't have children. People get nervous. You should not have kids. You're right, I agree. Car 2, are you with me? Yeah! Car 1, don't let me down. On the count of 3, we're going to scream out, part the waters. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You're not much of a choir, but it worked, because the waters are actually magically descending as they do, so shall we. If you have anything on the ground you do not want to get wet, now is a good time to pick that up. And folks, when we enter into this area, very important, keep your hands and feet inside the tram. It's a bit of a tight squeeze in this area. And there are zombie ducks. Think about it. Look at how they're cracking dead. Say you don't believe me, but look on the right. They're right here, planning and plotting. They're out there. Wait. The body of water we're driving through is also the lagoon from the creature of the Black Canyon.
The day that we were on the same creature that's captured me, and then he comes up with me in his arms in this underwater cave. I had forgotten to heat the water, and it was November. So it was so cold. And of course I was supposed to be unconscious, and I'm trying not to quiver from the cold. So we had our funny moments.
Now folks, on our left, a whole bunch of funny looking stuff. This is the prop department, at least some of it. The majority of our props are actually in this tall tan building. What is a prop? A prop is anything an actor uses on camera. It can be as small as a paperclip or as big as a grand piano. And we have millions of them. Because we can use them again and again, they're very valuable and versatile. Just like these sets. Now these sets are Little Europe. They can be any country in Europe just by changing the language on the signs and the music that plays when the characters enter the scene. It's been used for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3. This was Port Royal and Tortuga. True Blood and Curb Your Enthusiasm have also filmed out there. And their new neighbors are a show called Home and Family here on the left. It's about home and family. See what they did there? It's on the Hallmark Channel, guys. Be sure to check it out with Mark Steinis and Christina Ferrara as their co-host. Well, we are going to check out the inside of a working soundstage right now. Here it is in moments.
Look, this switch.
He looks very upset.
When I talked to her, she said the guy in his arms.
That's with the FBI?
FBI, yeah, we heard about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
You alright?
And folks, as we enter this area, feel free to take pictures. We do ask you to remain seated. This is actually what we call a hot set. They'll be filming again first thing tonight, actually. Right after the park closes, they begin their nighttime filming here for the next 2.5 weeks for a feature film. You can see the lights out here are called Fresnels. The subway station stops, the maps, even the newspapers tell us the city. Just a small earthquake, guys. We're going to go ahead and leave this area. This is the aftershock. This is a smaller one that comes after the first one. No, it's not. This is the big one. Left side. The ceiling is starting to crack. Is that a gas truck? Where there's gas, there's going to be fire. It's raining sparks on the right side. Careful, they're electric. Wookie, wookie, wookie. The ground is coming up, and the tram is going down. Left side, the subway's back. Look out! Now you can't have a 60-foot long sub with nothing to wash it down. You can do it. It's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Folks, that joke died. Luckily, we survived. An 8.3 on the Richter scale, like the casting for a bones. This is an earlier portion of the same episode. us go to the beach. Luckily, we're not far from a beautiful beachfront town. It's the town of Amity. Now, they've been known to have some problems out here with the wildlife, but the good news, we caught the troublemaker. It's a big toothy shark, and you'll see him hanging right over there on the pier. Now, even though we caught the shark this morning, the town believes there may be a second shark in the water. They've launched a boat out there with a diver, and in fact, you can see the bubbles right there in the water. That's our diver coming to the surface. But he's not alone. There's another shark swimming directly towards him. Folks, do not worry. Our diver is very well trained. Watch how trained he is. First, he'll go under the water. Then he'll come to the surface, and now he'll speak. Good boy. See, I told you he's trained. It takes training and guts. There are the guts. We're going to go to the safest area of the dock, behind this giant collection of gasoline containers. Yeah, safest place. There's a yellow bait barrel in the water. Now that was supposed to get the shark's attention. It's actually tied to the old dock. There goes the dock with the gas tripped off as well. Distraction. You were watching the sparks in the box while the sharks got attacked. As you come around the corner, that worked pretty well today. Not so well during the filming of Jaws.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, "The shark is not working." Repeat, "The shark is not working."
We just waited around. The shark worked well enough. For a while there, I had to think of it all the time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
And you may also recognize Amity Island under a different name, Cabot Cove, Maine, from the series Murder, She Wrote. For 12 seasons, Angela Lansbury solved murder mysteries here. Also from the 1980s, we made a musical about a whorehouse. It's true, it happened, and it's on the right. This is The Chicken Ranch, for the best little whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton.
Jail.
Now, one house is nice, but I think we can do better. Let's head now to several famous homes known as Wisteria Lane. From ABC's Desperate Housewives, these are the actual sets used for filming. We'll take a look on the left, then we'll turn around and see the houses on the right. But starting on the left, this tan home was once bright yellow, home to Eva Longoria's character of Gabrielle. The purple house next door, that was home to the Munsters in the classic series from the 60s. The yellow house next door with the stone face, well, that was actually used by Susan, played by Terry Hatcher. The green and white house to the left, home to Lynette, played by Felicity Huffman. We'll make our way around the block with a look at the show.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
At the end of our block, a pink house, home to Edie Britt, played by Nicolette Sheridan.
What the hell? Let's do that!
Then Renee moved in, played by Vanessa Williams. We'll continue the tour of homes on the left side, starting with this blue and white house, home to Mrs. McCluskey, played by Catherine Houston. Next door, Mike the Plumber and Catherine Mayfair in the green and white house. And the blue and brick house, well, that's home to Brie Vandekamp's character, played, of course, by Marcia Cross. Now, we'll make our way up and out of this area, leaving behind the suburban sets of Desperate Housewives for something a little more out there, a little more Seussical.
One of the biggest creative challenges that we faced on How the Grinch Stole Christmas was to bring the storybook world of Dr. Seuss to life. Some of the most talented artists in Hollywood worked for months to create a living, breathing Whoville. When it was all done, we they had built an entire city, and the fantasy world of Dr. Seuss became a reality.
It took a lot of decoration. We found a shortcut.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, Betty!